14 already, bro. We're already like,
I know, bro.
you know,
Hey, we're doing the consistency, you
that's
know?
how it is, bro.
Fucking consistent as fuck.
That's how it is. That's the only way to make it. You know, that's the only way to like
Yeah.
get like, you know, just get some good content out and everything. Just being consistent and
Yeah.
doing it every single week.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, I think this is a good thing though, you know. And it's like discipline too, you know. We're just fucking
for
keeping,
sure.
we're on it, you know. We're pretty much posting every Tuesday, like
Pretty
as
much.
planned.
Yep.
It's probably gonna get a little harder once we get down like with the reactions too and all that.
Yeah, the reactions is a little bit different, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta find some videos you want to react to, and you know, kind of just see what's out there that people are actually even interested in seeing.
Yeah.
You know, but also we can react to shit that we think people should be watching,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, it's
Especially shit that is like not in the mainstream media, you know.
oh yeah, for
'Cause
sure.
fuck, there's so much shit that is
Oh,
not in the mainstream.
It's hidden. You gotta find
Yeah.
it if you want to learn about it. You gotta find it. They don't post that shit like exactly on mainstream.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking. How was your week though?
it was good. It was good. You know, I had a conference, like a meeting with one of my customers, one of my big
Oh, yeah.
customers and shit. And one of
Not
them
that-
actually watches the pod, so
Oh, shit.
you know, maybe he's watching this. But you know, shout out to him because this guy watches the pod.
Hell yeah.
And I think it went pretty good. You know, they're one of my big customers. So
That's
it was
cool.
like three of them. You know, like one of the
Mm.
head people from their company,
Yeah.
and some other lady that's like she's like a third party that pretty much, for example, if they need a certain part that she follows, like, you know, say you're the customer and then she's the third party, you
Yeah.
tell her what to tell, like what to ask me. You get me, like the information that they want.
Yeah.
Instead of you going to me, then they'll go to her and she'll go to me, then I'll go to her and then she'll go back to them.
Oh, okay.
But then we were all in that meeting. But nah, yeah, it's been a pretty chill weekend. You know, what about you?
That shit was my week. I mean, that shit fucking put a lot of hours in.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Monday,
Fuck.
Monday I worked like 15. I think it was like 15 and like a half hours,
Uh-huh.
and that shit was tiring. So it was like I felt like I didn't get enough rest for the rest of the week. Like it was just I felt tired like every day
Right.
until like I'll say yesterday night. I think it was like a good ass sleep that I finally got.
Because the end of the month, no, like
Yeah.
that. The end of the month is always a little bit.
It's like,
it's way more hectic. Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you're trying to like meet whatever.
The goal.
The
like,
goal of the
yeah,
month and all that. So you're trying to just ship out everything you fucking
Exactly.
can.
Yeah.
You know, so same with us, but we don't do those fucking
Yeah.
15-hour long
Yeah.
shits, bro. Like,
Yeah, that
that's
shit was
fucking,
fucking.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and it was hot as fuck.
Uh-huh.
It was
Oh,
fucking.
yeah.
I was fucking sweating my nutsack off, bro. It's fucking sweaty.
You know,
bro.
I mean, sometimes I feel bad complaining about the heat because I work in the office, bro.
Yeah.
So I have AC, and then I go out to the floor, you know, looking for parts. And then I'm like, fuck, you
It's
guys
hot
are
in
working
here.
in this shit? Like, how the fuck? It's so fucking
Yeah.
hot. And I'm like, man.
And then
you
you're
know.
like, all right, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, pretty
I'm going back
much.
up, bro.
And I'm like, let me fill up a bag with some AC and like bring it back out for you guys or something.
That's funny as fuck.
But no, I feel, yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
used to work out there, so like it's
Yeah.
not like I feel that bad because like
Yeah.
I fucking, you know, I was there. But
Everyone starts like in the like somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first started, bro, in this company, I was you know, I think I said it one time, like I do I work in the aerospace industry, so
Yeah.
we make airplane parts like out of steel, out of aluminum, and they have to be blended. You know, if there's like you know, let's just say some pimples, metal pimples on the part,
Oh,
they got to
okay.
be blended
Oh,
off
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
make them smooth like
Yeah,
this, right? So I was doing that when I first
Mm.
started. I did that shit for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. And yeah, that's shit's a bitch, bro,
Yeah.
because you get like so much metal shavings
Yeah,
in
like
your
the
arm.
sparks, right?
Yeah, and the
Oh.
sparks and all that. And but you know, yeah, I would never want to go back to that because
Yeah. Imagine
I fucking hated that.
I don't like complaining either because I know there's the union workers and shit, like roofers. Fuck, they're
dude.
probably dying.
I can't. Yeah,
I have my homie that does like construction, like shout out Brabino. He does construction and stuff. Fuck, I can't imagine how hard it is.
I'll do it on
outside.
the winter, bro. I'm not gonna do it in the summer.
For real,
like-
I'll quit every summer.
Yeah. And then hire me back like once it gets cool, you
Yeah.
know, like fuck.
Yeah,
But that shit
it's been
no,
hot,
that-
bro.
I
I
think
think it's
that's-
the hottest
that's good,
year,
though.
right?
Is it the hottest year?
I think-
they said something about like the one of the hottest days or like
Yeah.
multiple days that have been the hottest.
And then it drains you, like
Yeah.
it makes you tired, like more
Oh
sleepy.
yeah.
And fuck, that shit was just so tiring, but it's all good. And then yesterday I watched Oppenheimer. Shit was dope.
Mm,
It was a good movie for sure.
that movie fucking that shit looks sick.
It was
bro.
just long, bro. Fuck.
Was it?
Yeah, 3 hours.
Oh really?
Yeah.
God damn.
I feel
What
like
the fuck?
it could have been shortened,
Uh-huh.
but overall, good ass movie.
It could have been short and just like push the button, shoot the nuke, and it's done.
I was like, you guys could have done that a long time ago.
Oh, shit.
It's because they show a lot of the meetings and all that. Like
But
they break down everything.
You felt like you learned, like they teach you something actually from Oppenheimer, like the actual guy. You know, like you learn about him.
You learn about him for sure, but you don't really learn like how anything's done or some shit, like all that, the physics and all that.
Mm.
But
But he's the guy that invented like the nuclear bomb,
yeah,
no? Like
yeah,
for World War II or
And-
something like that.
yep.
Yeah.
Well, because and then it's crazy. Well, I don't want to spoil it. That's why, but
Yeah, that's true. That's a good one.
I can't really spoil it. But it's crazy because they talk about too how. As soon as like he made it, it got dropped on like Hiroshima.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
He just felt all that guilt.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
shit.
felt like all the blood was on his hands.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's crazy.
Is he still alive?
I don't know. They didn't show like in the end or anything like that.
Probably not though, because
Yeah, I doubt
World
it.
War II was what 1940, 42, something like
Yeah,
that.
I doubt it.
Depending on how old he was, but no, he's probably still not alive. I don't think
Yeah.
he's alive.
I don't think he's alive either.
But fuck. I mean, I would feel like, I would feel some type of way too, but I don't know. I guess it just depends. You know, you kind of know what you're building, right? Like,
Yeah,
but I don't think he knew they were gonna use it.
but it's just
you know?
crazy too. Like all the people that he got betrayed like crazy.
really?
Yeah, so he can get put in like prison or some shit.
Uh-huh. Oh, shit.
But like it's crazy how much people in the U.S. like were trying to get this guy, betray him after he even made the bomb. Like, fuck, shit it was crazy.
Fuck.
It's a good ass movie. Like, it's just way too long for me. Like, I was like, towards the end, I'm just like, ah, fuck. Like, I want to go home, bro. This movie's
Really?
taking longer. Yeah, because it was 12:30,
Uh-huh.
and I got in there like at 9:15. So
God damn!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
so I did like a fucking part-time shift in there, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Damn, that's wild.
but
So
it was a good ass movie for sure.
you gotta have time to watch that movie.
Yeah,
That shit's long as
I'd
fuck.
say like watching like probably in the afternoon or some
Mhm.
shit. Cause fuck during the night, fuck that.
Yeah, especially you're fucking tired. You want to just like
Yeah,
probably knock out. And then
There's
you
a
wake
lot
up
of-
and the nuke is gone. Like
Yeah.
it's fucking
yeah.
like that shit's
There's-
already exploded.
I know you're like fuck. I missed it. Nah, but I seen a lot of trailers. There's a lot of scary movies coming out too, bro.
Oh, what's that movie called?
Conjuring.
Talk to me. No, talk to me.
Oh, I heard
where
about
where
it.
he holds the hand of like some sort of mannequin statue,
Yeah.
and he says, "Talk to me," and then he fucking like gets
Oh,
possessed or
shit.
some shit. I want to see that fucking
Yeah.
movie, man.
It's out already.
I think it just came. Yeah, I think it just came
Yeah.
out.
I seen they showed a trailer for the new Exorcist.
Mm.
That shit looks fucking crazy.
shit's crazy?
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Like they show like these two little kids that get possessed and like oh my god, bro, that shit. Yeah, I think that movie's gonna be good as
Yeah.
fuck because it's not gonna be like nothing fake, you know. It's
Right,
like
right.
exorcisms and
No, that's
possessions.
just legit, bro.
That's
Like
real.
exorcism movies have always like freaked me out more than any other type of like
Yeah.
scary movies because
Yeah,
I've always seen like scary movies and I'm like, this shit's fake. This
Yeah.
shit's like whack. Especially if it's just like pop-ups that they're trying to
fucking
just scare
hate
you with.
pop-up
Yeah,
movies.
they're just trying to scare you with
Yeah.
that shit. But you know, I like the movies where it's an actual true story and it's like this actually happens in real life. I think and the story is a lot scarier. That makes the movie scarier.
yeah.
Not just trying to scare you with the fucking like somebody just popping up out of
Yeah,
nowhere, you know, and
the
like a loud
pop-ups and
and a
shit.
loud noise or
I
something
hate
like
those,
that.
bro.
Yeah, I don't like that shit either. You know,
Like, I'd
it
rather
doesn't
get
scare me.
scared. Yeah, I'd rather get scared where like I can't fucking. Why I'm like still thinking about the movie
Exactly.
about like some shit that actually happened.
When
Something
you
like
when you
that.
turn the light off, you're like, "Fuck, I need to run." Like,
Fuck.
like somebody's
What?
like watching or something,
Yeah.
you know? Because
I used to get scared like that when I was little.
yeah, same,
Fucking
bro. Same.
scared as fuck, bro.
The
That-
Grudge, bro. The Grudge actually scared me
Oh,
when I
like
was
the-
small.
like that.
Oh shit! No, let me fucking run. No, the Grudge. It was actually scary to me,
Yeah.
bro. When I seen it, like when I first seen it, bro, I would like. Cause there was I still remember. It's crazy because there was there's a scene in one of the movies where there's the lady one of the chicks is putting a bunch of newspapers on the windows.
Mhm.
I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I think so.
She's putting a bunch of newspapers on the windows because she sees the Grudge everywhere. And then like one of the newspapers falls off, and she sees her looking at her through the window.
Fuck,
and I'm like, fuck, if I stare at my window at night, somebody's gonna be looking back. And I used to, I was kind of scared of that fucking.
Sometimes I fucking wake up at night and I'm like, am I tripping or someone's like trying to fucking break in?
Oh shit.
Yeah. You never had that before?
Not really, no. Like if
Fuck,
somebody's
dude.
trying to break in.
Yeah.
No. I've had dreams where I thought I wasn't dreaming, and then I thought like somebody was talking to me. Like I just heard like somebody, and then I would wake up and I'm like, nah, I'm tripping right now. But
yeah, because like sometimes I'll be like hearing shit outside, and then I felt like I seen someone like walk by the window or some shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? But like you freeze, you know, when you get scared, like
oh shit,
like
I'm not trying to look out there.
Yeah, so I would just like close my eyes, but I'm still looking at it, and I'm like, maybe they're gonna think like I'm asleep. I'm just fucking playing with myself, like I'm the one losing sleep over that shit.
Yeah,
like,
true.
It's like fuck, man. But I think one of the scary movies I've watched. What's one of the scary movies you watched? Like
one of the scariest movies
of all time.
Damn, that's a good question.
It could like it doesn't have to be like scary, but it could be like one of those movies where it's like fuck, like made you trip out. Like
one of my favorite scary movies of all time is a One Missed Call.
One Missed Call.
Have you ever seen it?
I've seen it.
It's like you know, like I seen it a long time ago, but I've seen it like 2-3 times. And this is a movie pretty much where like you get a call from somebody, and if you get that call, like you're gonna get killed eventually, right? And the ringtone is like ding 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 ding.
Oh fuck.
Ding ding
Yeah.
ding ding. Like I still remember that. But like that was one of my favorite scary movies of all time, because I think the story was good. Like and that shit was like, man, makes you not want to answer some calls sometimes. You know, you're like, fuck that. Who's calling me right now?
Fuck that.
You know? So you know what it was? I think it was when you get a call, and when you answer it's like you screaming when you're gonna, like when you're dying. And then it would happen later on in the movie. You get me?
Shit.
You get me? Like so you're gonna get killed, and then they're using that exact, so it's kind of like they're using like the future,
it's like foreshadowing
you screaming, but it's exactly that. Once it happens, it's the exact same sound, the exact
shit.
you know. So you would hear that, you'd pick it up, and you just hear yourself screaming like,
what the fuck?
And then you're like, who is this? And then obviously they wouldn't say shit.
Damn.
But then you'd see a bunch of like figures when you're walking around, then you start seeing people. And I remember there was a scene in like a train, like a train station. There was somebody just looking at the other side, and they seen somebody standing there looking at them. And the train passed by, and then obviously when the train passed, they weren't there anymore. So they're like, oh fuck.
It's one of those.
Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck? But I think that movie is a good ass fucking movie, man.
I need to see it then.
Yeah, that's a good ass fucking
I think
movie.
one of the scariest movie. When I was a kid, the one that scared me a lot was the first Exorcist.
Which one is that one though? Like, what's
it's
the name?
like
not Emily Rose, no, or is it Emily Rose?
Maybe it's like
the little girl.
It's
or?
like it had the picture of the main fucking picture of the movie is like a guy looking up in the house, and it has the light on.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is that one. I think it is the one with
where
the
she
little girl.
pisses her pants.
Yeah, she's like cussing
one?
and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's like the main Exorcist face that you see even like in like the little maze games.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. That one.
Oh, yeah, that one's freaky.
That one
as fuck,
scared
bro.
me as a little kid. Bro.
All the Exorcist movies are freaky as fuck.
Yeah,
man.
and then I'll say the one that's probably the most scariest that I've seen so far probably be like the first Insidious.
Insidious, okay.
The first one though,
Yeah,
that one fucking scared me.
Right.
Like when the little boy is watching his brother like down the hallway.
I don't remember that.
Fuck, that shit's scary as fuck. And then it shows the devil too, like playing the piano and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't.
You never seen that
shit.
one?
I mean, I seen it, but I don't remember that shit, bro.
It's the one where also too, the mom, she takes the trash out, and then she hears like music in their living room, and then she walks and she looks in the window, and she sees like a little boy tap dancing to the music, like
oh, really?
through the window.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's where that fucking song came from.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that shit's like, what the
That's
fuck?
Little Timmy right there. The actual artist, his name is Little Timmy.
Yeah, and then he just starts running. Like he starts running down the hallway, like laughing.
Oh shit!
But it's a ghost. Like,
yeah,
it's just a good ass movie.
I had a girlfriend that was like, she would get scared over everything, and I used to sing that song. I would sing that song to her because she'd like freak out.
Stop!
She'd be like, stop singing that song because she like Yeah, she would get scared
That's
like over
funny.
all these crazy movies and
Yeah.
shit. And we would watch scary movies all the time. And I just didn't like the pop-ups like that. I like the
hate
stories, man.
pop-ups. Yeah.
The stories are, that's why Exorcist movies are the best.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to scary shit, because they're legit, man. They're fucking
Yeah.
real. This shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
And you know, we've talked about those stories, you know,
Yeah,
like
for
that we've
sure.
witnessed ourselves.
Yeah.
So that shit is legit, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, yeah, there's a lot of demonic shit that's legit, you know.
I think one of the most trippy movies is like Midsummer.
Oh, that one is fucking
That one's trippy. Like
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That one is insane. I think people should see that movie and
fuck,
you know,
bro.
because that's
We
that's
seen
legit.
it right together. Yeah. I
That's
remember this.
legit, bro.
Yeah.
That's like legit shit. And
that there's cults out
yeah,
there and shit.
Yeah, and there is cults that
Yeah.
live like that. You know, they just
Yeah.
fucking live in a. I forgot what country that was at, but they just go
I think
out
it was
like Sweden.
Sweden, I think, or
Yeah.
Switzerland, some shit like that.
One of those. One of
Yeah.
those. one of
Yeah.
those. One of those, bro. The
Yeah.
SWs. You know? But that movie is fucking insane because you know, you see like, and it's true. There is cults out there that live like this, and they fucking
Yeah.
just take mushrooms. They just like have these crazy sacrificial rituals,
Yeah.
and you know, they do all this crazy shit. You know, but
Would you be down to like, if you knew where a cult lived or some shit, and like just fucking do like look see what they're doing and shit?
like go interview them or something,
Yeah.
or what? If they don't kill me, bro, maybe like that'd be scary as fuck though. No lie,
Hell
like
yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck? Like I don't know what the hell is gonna happen
Yeah.
if I show up and
Like especially in Midsummer, bro. Like what they did to all them. Like,
Yeah,
that
bro.
shit was fucking crazy.
you can't trust like anything that they give you, like any cup, any food, anything. Like you can't trust that shit because you don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they're obviously all like they have the alliance to themselves,
Mhm.
and then you're just an outsider. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that.
That shit's fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, that shit is crazy. But like even all this demonic shit, bro. I wanted to talk about the Doja Cat. I don't know if you've seen like the newest
Yeah, I did see that shit.
the newest video
Fucking
that
pissed
came
me
out.
off.
I was like, man,
Like, how are they letting that shit like be mainstream, bro?
that shit's insane, bro. Like that
She's
shit's
literally
fucking,
with the Grim Reaper too. Like,
yeah. And she's dressed like as a devil, and then she has a devil like behind
yeah,
her. And you know that to me that's crazy. Like people just accept that shit and they don't like question it or do anything
Yeah.
about that. But you know, like you said too, I think you had posted like you can talk about like religion, Christianity, or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, whatever religion. Well, mostly Christianity and like
Yeah.
Catholicism, really. You talk about those two, and then you get fucking you get shunned, you
Yeah.
get stoned, almost
Yeah.
like, you know, these people are just trying to attack you and take you down. But like you see these things that are influencing the youth because there's so many little girls watching her, bro.
yeah,
So many like even little guys too, like young
Yeah.
guys watching her and thinking this shit's all right, this shit's cool.
Yeah.
But like they're not even hiding that shit in Hollywood no more. They're just like, fuck it, you know,
it's
like
crazy, bro.
they know, and now let's just put it out in the open, you know.
Yeah,
Which is crazy.
it's
to
crazy
me.
how like, yeah, exactly. Like it's been going on for a while too, you know, since Lady Gaga used to do that shit too.
True.
And like I don't understand how it's just being able to be uploaded, like shit like that, like demonic shit, satanic
That's,
shit.
yeah, that's wild.
I
to
don't
me, man.
understand how
That's fucking that's wild to me, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how they can do that shit.
that it's just mainstream, you know? It's just crazy. I know I'm thirsty as fuck too.
I need some wings right now. Talking about all this demonic shit. All right, cheers, bro. Cheers.
Serious.
I don't want to get repetitive, but you know, here you are. Here you are. You know? But yeah, that shit's fucking insane, bro. Like, just seeing it, I'm like, man, how is this something that is just put out there like that, and nobody finds anything wrong with it? No, people are probably gonna say, oh, it was just art. It's just like she's an artist. She's trying to be artistic. What's artistic about
Yeah.
that, bro? Like nothing at all to me.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. I guess some people find the art in that, but not me. I think there's some other sort of message in that.
I mean, she said that she sold her soul.
Yeah, I
She
know.
said
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
so
yeah.
like, it's like pretty much known that it's crazy, bro. How like Doja Cat went from like a normal ass person, like a normal girl, to being like what she is now,
Right.
like just fucking demonic as shit. Like it just shows you like how crazy, you know, Hollywood is.
Mhm.
You know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they get changed. They change people. I mean, I don't know like how it goes down or whatever, but
Right.
there's a lot of celebrities out there that pretty much say what goes on.
Yeah, true.
They
True.
talk about it,
Yeah.
and it sucks that they can't really say it that much shit about it because shit can go down with their families
And with them
and
too,
with them, and then that's when they like try to embarrass you or
Yeah.
shame you, like make you look bad. And it's sad, bro, how they come after you like that just for saying the truth.
Well, Jamie Foxx, bro. Like Jamie Foxx, before he got sick and everything happened to him, he was actually exposing like a P. Diddy party with a bunch of celebrities that were there for certain reasons, and then he ends up getting sick. And, that's the thing. Like, who knows what really happened? Some people say it was COVID. Some people say it was just he got sick. But he got like, what do you have? Like a heart attack
I think a heart attack,
something like that.
Yeah.
So, he ended up getting sick, and then he ends up coming back and looks like completely different,
right?
Like way different. And maybe he got sick and he lost some weight and stuff like that. So maybe that could be why he looks different. But I don't know, man. Like I don't
scary.
know. I think when you start talking about something, because it's just such a coincidence that he started talking about some P. Diddy party and started trying to expose like Hollywood,
Yeah.
and then he gets sick like that. So for me, it's like it could be something else. Like I just don't really trust it like that. Trust the industry of Hollywood like that. I think if people start trying to expose something, they're gonna try and shut them up.
Yeah.
So there's a Jamie Foxx for sure. I think something else is going on. I really do think something else is going on with him. Something else is going on with Kanye, bro, because like this guy is, to me, he's not the same guy that.
It just doesn't make sense.
He's just not the same dude, bro. Like he's really.
And
not.
how did he go from like trying to, he was trying to, I mean, he was being interviewed like every day. It felt like, to like not speaking at all.
Exactly.
It's like, what the fuck?
And
like
then he
some
said,
shit must have went down, bro.
And he said one time, he's like, if I ever go missing, and then I come back, just know that it's not me, right?
Yeah.
So that's like right there. You see, he went missing for a while, and then he came back, and he's like way different, bro. He's walking barefoot.
Yeah.
He like exposed Balenciaga like crazy, and then he's shopping there, bro. I just don't buy it.
Yeah.
Like
It's crazy.
I don't buy that shit. So I don't know. Like that this is probably one of the biggest like conspiracies for me out there. Like talking about cloning and shit like that. I think that's one of the biggest shit that I don't know if I don't know if I believe it, but I'm not saying I don't, because I think I sent you guys a video showing all the masks that like even Hollywood can make. They can make some crazy masks that look realistic
and they
as
look
fuck.
so real, bro.
So just imagine the government, that has way more resources, I think I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah, I don't think it's impossible either.
To me, like, it could be that they're doing some shit like that. Once you start trying to expose something, they try and shut you up. And if you're in the light like that, of course, if you have that much influence with people watching you, of course they're gonna want to shut you up.
Yeah.
Because it's the only thing that they can do,
Yeah.
They're not just gonna let you keep talking.
Yeah. So speaking about like some skeptical shit, I don't know if you saw this, but Steve, Steve will do it.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty much talking about that. He's like kind of like he's pissed, or like he was saying, I fucking hate Bill Gates because I don't know if you saw, Bill Gates came out saying there's gonna be another pandemic soon, and to pretty much prepare. And then he said it like while smirking and shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like Steve Woodoo was pretty much saying like he's starting to save his money and he's trying to stay as healthy as possible because like that's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
How can he come out and just say some shit like that?
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
And then it's someone like Bill Gates who's also people say he's corrupt and shit.
Yeah.
He hung out with Jeffrey Epstein.
For sure.
Yeah,
and his wife.
Yeah, and it's just crazy to think about. Like, I don't know, what do you think he's talking about? Like,
whoa,
if he's saying a new pandemic.
Well, the thing is, bro, I don't know if you've seen before even COVID came out. I think it was Bill Gates. I'm like 100% sure it was Bill Gates, but he was talking about he's like, what if a pandemic were to, this was before COVID even showed up. This was like before 2019 or like in 2019, but way before the pandemic. He was saying, they did a simulation of a pandemic and they were like, oh, well, what would happen if a pandemic ever hit the earth? Yeah. How would we be able to survive? And, they did a whole entire, simulation of of a whole pandemic, and they were trying to figure out like, oh, we have to make vaccines, this and that, and then literally it happened exactly how he was saying it. And it was like with the board of people. Like it wasn't just him. It was like I think 2-3 other people. And have you ever seen that or no?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he talks about literally having a pandemic before the COVID-19 pandemic even showed up.
That's crazy.
So yeah, this guy for sure is evil. I seen some shit before about him that pointed to that direction, that this guy's evil. But even with that, him talking about the pandemic before he even showed up, and then like a few months later it did show up, and it did happen. I think they were already like planning for it. That's what it seemed like. And then now I don't know what type of pandemic they're talking about that's gonna happen, but yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
It's
really
scary, bro.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's scary because like this, they may be saying too, like, oh, okay, like the first pandemic worked, like these people let us like lock them down,
yeah
and why not do it again? And they can come out saying like, people will get scared if they say some shit like, oh, this is like 10 times worse than coronavirus or something like that. Right. And of course you're gonna get scared. Like people are gonna get scared, people that watch the news and all that. And you never know, it could start another pandemic, and that shit could be planned. Whatever virus or whatever they come up with, it's most likely gonna be planned, like you're saying how he was saying that before COVID even hit.
I think for sure it was planned.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think people just need to stay off the mainstream media, really, because I think what would have happened if people weren't like so involved in watching all the news. Would people even have known that Corona was around? Like I doubt it. Like I really doubt it, man.
Well, imagine all the homeless people. They didn't know shit.
Right? They didn't know shit, and they're still living their life. They didn't give a fuck. So I just find it. That's what they do, man. They try and, it's called fear mongering. Like they're trying to get you scared. They know that if people are scared, they're gonna panic and they're gonna act irrational and not, use their best thoughts to go about this situation. You know, and only certain people actually question, what the news says, what the government says, and me, thank God I never got the vaccine, bro. I'm glad I never got that shit. And I fucking stuck it out, man, because there was a time where even at work they were saying like, well, it's gonna be mandatory.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to get fired. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do like for a job or something, but I'm like, I'm not taking that shit at all. I'm not going to. And we see a lot of this craziness that's happening after, like a lot of people taking the vaccine that actually have gotten sick and died. So
it's just like too, shit. The people, celebrities and stuff, like big names, they need to start like speaking up, I feel like. And that's like that could help, make a change and stuff, because fuck, I feel like there's not really like the big names that don't say shit. A lot of big names, I feel, just need to speak up.
That's the thing, though. I think that a lot of these big names, they can't, because then they'll lose their reputation, they'll lose their money, they'll lose all this. And actually, some of these celebrities were actually paid off to talk about COVID, to convince you to get the vaccine. So that's the thing. Like they won't be. They're not going to. I really don't think they're going to. It's really up to like us creators, us small creators and shit, like actually talking about it, because they're not. These huge influencers are, most of the time they're not going to talk about it. These famous athletes or whatever. I mean, look at the NBA. They all had to take that shit, right? I don't know if Kyrie ever got it, but he was one of the only ones that was really standing against it, and he even like didn't play for a long time and lost he lost his Nike.
I think it was a Nike. I think it was probably some other shit.
Yeah, he lost some sponsorships. He
was getting fined and shit like that.
I fucking respect that so much, bro. Because this guy was standing against that shit, even when everything was crashing down on him. And I'm like, for me, that's dope as fuck. And he was really one of the only NBA players I think that was talking against it.
It's sad too, because all the the Nets fan and shit, like, were talking shit on him, saying like this guy is not playing for a team, and we don't want him and all this shit. But like they're not looking at the bigger picture. It's not about like fucking regular season games and shit. Like, bro, it's about his life, his health. And just because you guys got the jabs and all this, like, you just try to push it on everyone else. It's stupid. And fuck yeah, bro. He stood out and fucking stood his ground.
Exactly. So I fuck with that
Sure.
so much, bro.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna go down like as a
And they were trying to
fucking
call him crazy and
legend.
shit.
Yeah, bro, and nothing crazy about that. You know,
Yeah.
for me, there's nothing crazy about that. This guy was just he knew what he believed in, and he was gonna stand his ground on that shit.
Yeah.
Simple as that, you know, and that's respectable.
Yep.
You know,
And then it goes back to like when it first hit too, I think it was Rudy Gobert or something. He was like the first person that got it or some shit.
bro. That was bad though.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty
Yeah.
fucking bad. What he did, huh?
Yeah.
Tell
But
you,
I
bro.
think that's what pushed it more on like
But you remember what he did like with the fucking mics and all that shit?
yeah, he was just touching everything.
And
like-
then everybody got sick in the like. Yeah, I mean, even that, bro. It's hard to even believe that shit, but because they all came back healthy anyways. You know?
Yeah.
And you know, actually, you know, I talk shit about COVID. I fucking caught it. Well, you caught it too, right?
Yeah.
We both caught that shit. I caught it, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I felt like shit.
Yeah.
You know, but what I disagree with is the numbers and everything that they put out in the media saying that this many people died. You know, there's this many amount of cases and this and that. You know, maybe cases, yeah, sure. If you go and test and then you come out positive, then that's a case.
Yeah.
But the amount of people that died, you know, because of COVID, then dying with COVID is a lot different. You know,
Yeah.
there's people that, you know, I remember that like when that shit was first coming, and even the test, but when people were first dying and shit, there was a guy that died in a car accident, and they said he had COVID, but he died because he died in a car accident, and they said, oh, he died of COVID. It's like, no, bro, he
the
died.
fuck?
He died because he crashed in the car.
Oh my gosh.
And then also, there was a lot of tests that they were doing like on fruit and shit. And even on the fruits, it would come out positive for the COVID test.
What the fuck?
So then that would be considered a case, but it's a fucking orange, you know, like it's not a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like they would test these fucking fruits and they'd still come out positive. And then also some people that say you would request a test and you would request it from like some sort of pharmacy or whatever, you would get it, but then you would never send it back. They would they would like mark you as positive even if you never sent it back.
What the fuck?
So that's why there's all these false positives that ended up being shown as a case number.
Yeah.
Which is why, like, my big thing is I'm not saying COVID doesn't exist, because it does, right?
It does exist,
Yeah, it exists. But I'm saying what they did to try and make you believe that it was super deadly
Yeah.
is a lie.
Yeah.
That's what I think. It's a lie. You know,
I think
And
too, it just goes back to like how we were saying last pod. The fucking vaccines were not like tested enough.
they weren't.
So
They
like,
fucking
why
came
would
out
you
like-
even put that in your body?
Yeah.
You know, and us getting COVID is already the same thing basically as a vaccine. Like you're getting the sickness,
True.
and your immune system's gonna try to fight it.
Right.
And I've gotten it twice, so
2 times?
yeah,
You felt like shit both times?
fuck yeah.
Yeah?
The first time was worse though. Like I was like drenched in sweat. Like fuck,
yeah.
bro. Like
Yeah.
I was sweating so bad.
Yeah.
Like it was terrible. And I did feel like fuck, bro. Like this shit's up like bad as fuck. And then, you know, I was just like I thought like I was gonna be sick for a long ass time, but I think after like the third day it was when I got better. But my dad, he got it bad. He was like coughing like nonstop, like the whole, through the whole night. And he even said like he felt like he was gonna die, like how bad the cough was. Like he couldn't even breathe like in between to after coughing, like it would just keep coming and coming.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was crazy for sure. But you know, it just goes back to how we're saying, you know, the tests there wasn't enough tests on the vaccines.
Yeah, bro.
And yeah, the way they portrayed it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's crazy as fuck.
You know, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying people didn't die from that shit. Like that's not even what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah.
I just, that's exactly what I think is that it wasn't as deadly as they try to make it seem, because they said this is the worst pandemic that's ever happened, and I'm like, that's bullshit. Because if it was
Because the
true,
numbers were like different, right? I think too.
what do you mean?
Like the numbers were different than what they were saying as well. I think
What do you mean the numbers of
the
what?
deaths and sicknesses and all that. Like how many people caught it. I think it was
Well, it didn't make sense.
I think it was different from what they were actually saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like the
Yeah.
numbers I think they were exaggerated big time, you know, because if it was one of the deadliest pandemics that we've ever seen, we would have seen people dropping like left and right. like our neighbors, like everybody, people at work, you know, and all that shit, you know. And I didn't see that, like, you know, we didn't see none of that. We actually didn't close throughout the whole entire pandemic. Like,
we didn't close either.
We closed for 2 days, bro. Tuesday and Thursday of a week.
Yeah.
So we showed up Monday, we showed up Wednesday, and then we showed up Friday. We just didn't show up Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we didn't close ever again. Damn. And nobody, you know, people got COVID, but nobody died, and people came back. And were working, you know. So it's just a lot of I don't know, you know.
And it's crazy
that's a
like,
conspiracy to some people, but it doesn't.
I remember
make sense.
after the first time I got it, you know, the HR would call and stuff and be like, "Why don't you just get the vaccine?" Like, what the fuck? Like, trying to force it on me.
Why don't you just shut the fuck up?
For real. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, no, I don't want to get the vaccine.
Yeah, my HR actually doesn't have the vaccine either.
No,
you know. So shout out to her because she don't got it. And that's we're cool. One of the few people, bro. There's only like at least 4 of us that don't have it in the company.
Some people have it.
Most of them. Oh, no, yeah. I'm saying there's only about 4 of us that don't have it.
Oh.
And I think everybody else has it. Damn. And some people regret it. Some people actually say like, I wish I didn't get it. I think I talked about it last time. One of my coworkers says like that she has like trouble breathing now after that. She walks a little bit and then she like can't. She has to catch. Yeah, she has to catch her breath, bro. And I'm like, oh shit, you know, like, and she's like, and I asked her like, you never felt that before? And she's like, no, I never.
That's crazy.
Never felt that, but now I do.
That's crazy.
So it's fucking insane, man.
It's crazy, man.
It's gotta be careful.
It's crazy too how it started a like diversity, you know, from people that had the vaccine and people that didn't.
That's what
it's
I feel like
the way they looked at you, like when you don't have the vaccine, it's like like you're a disgusting person in a way. And shit.
You know, now I see them the same way, bro. I'm like,
get away from me.
You have a vaccine? Ugh, get
it's like
out
that
of here,
picture I sent, like with that girl in the wheelchair with the mask on.
I don't remember.
Oh no, she was like put a mask on and then she was like obese as fuck in the wheelchair.
Oh yeah. Oh
shit. That shit was funny, and she had like a McDonald's right next to her.
So you see, they're worried about the wrong follow, bro.
She was saying it said too, like in the message, like you're affecting my health. Like, okay, bro. Yeah.
Drop that bag, man. Like, you know, like, you know, drop those 2 fucking Whoppers. You got like, oh, fucking double cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
The McDoubles. There you go. Fucking drop those shit.
It's like fucking stupid, man. Yeah. It was it mostly like obese people too though?
I think it was wild back then too. Like, fat people saying get the vaccine and shit. Like, you know, this is bad for my health.
You're affecting my health.
And it's like, you're affecting your own health, bro. You can't even breathe right now. Like, yeah, that shit was a wild time when people showed up to like the stores with like fucking hazmat suits.
It was funny. People wearing a mask on their mouth and nose and shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, that shit was fucking wild, bro.
People would even put a hole in the mask so when they eat, they open it up and shit. That shit was wild.
It's like if I have the mask but I have the hole, I'm still safe with COVID, bro. Like I'm like, oh man, you guys
like you're not touching everything and shit. Like fucking
you guys,
so dumb.
You guys are fucking retarded, bro. You guys are so stupid.
Oh my gosh,
that shit was funny.
It was funny. So I got another skeptical topic that I want to ask you. So
let's bring it.
If anyone doesn't know, because I feel like this shit got covered up so quickly, and it's like they're trying to not portray this, but President Obama is actually being accused of covering up the death of his own chef, Tafari Campbell.
Oh shit!
I don't know if you didn't hear about this.
I haven't heard this shit.
So pretty much, his chef died, pretty much drowned, supposedly drowned. I'm pretty skeptical on this shit. A lot of people are. Pretty much the police are rejecting all requests for like the identity of the witness and the 911 caller, and they're labeling it as an accident, but they're like withholding all the information.
Yeah.
And it's an ongoing investigation too, so it's like, why are they they're fucking holding shit against us?
Yeah, I actually did hear a little bit about it.
And pretty much there's authorities, like they searched around and to see if his body would come up in the shore, but it didn't. And
it never did?
No. Which makes it more skeptic too is there's a picture of Obama like a day after or two. He was golfing and he has like shit on his fingers, like he got hurt, and he has like a bruised eye as well, which is also it's like, what the fuck, like what happened? But yeah, people were like people are skeptical on this shit right now. And
What do you think Obama was like trying to fucking drown this guy and he was fighting back?
I don't know.
You feel like Obama could actually?
I feel like this guy got killed. Like,
Yeah.
right? Maybe he knew too much information. You know. Maybe.
Oh, he probably. I mean, he
Yeah.
probably knows that.
Yeah.
He probably knows that Michelle's a fucking. Not Michelle, it's Michael. Dog. Like he probably knows that it's a fucking
It's a
dude.
man,
Like
yeah.
yeah.
You seen her back, bro?
Oh man.
She doesn't miss back day.
I'm trying to get her back. You know. I'm trying to like fucking look like her.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty much it's a skeptic shit going on. And then also back in 2015, the Clinton chef also drowned, which is also
Well,
crazy.
let me tell you something that I heard about the Obama
one?
chef.
Yeah.
They said that he died, like he drowned, and supposedly I think it was something like he was fishing or some shit like that. But he didn't have a life vest, and that this guy couldn't swim.
What the fuck?
He didn't know how to swim. So that was the most skeptical thing that was like, this motherfucker's gonna go out to like the river or whatever and go fishing without a life vest or
Yeah.
nothing like that, and he can't swim.
No, my
You know,
God.
why would he even do that shit?
Yeah.
Why would he put himself in that situation?
Yeah.
So when I did hear a little bit about that, I'd never seen that picture though. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, like I'll probably put it up. Pretty much he was golfing like the next day
He
or
looks
two.
like he got into some sort of altercation or something.
Yeah, like he got in some, exactly.
Because his eye, that shit
It's swollen.
like
His
it all
eyes
looks
swollen.
black.
His fingers have like band-aids all over him and shit like
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy.
And people are also like saying also that it also happened with the Clintons that their chef also drowned supposedly.
Really?
And in 2015
Oh shit.
and drowned while hiking in New Mexico, and his body was found submerged in a mountain, drainage flowing. And pretty much people are saying like that it's a setup, I guess, that they, I don't know, bro, but it
know
does
too
sound
much,
fishy.
no?
Like
They know too
yeah,
much.
like it sounds fishy, and it makes sense that these chefs they can see what's going on in their homes.
What do you think? Okay, so with the Obamas, like that, I know a little bit. So what do you think that the chef would have seen or would have known that would cause him to get killed? You know, like what kind of information do you think he's seen in shit?
I feel like
Or what have
maybe-
you heard about the Obamas? Like, do you know a little bit about like the secrets that are
I've heard
with
some
that family? Like,
Well, I mean, I know Obama like killed like a lot of people when he was running for president.
oh really? I
Yeah.
haven't heard that.
Like he was guilty for a lot of immigrants getting killed and shit like that.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like people that he knows or something.
Oh no.
But yeah,
Well,
yeah, okay. I do know that. Yeah.
I've heard some like corrupt shit with him. Yeah, for sure.
I'm saying like within their family though. What do
Their
you think?
family?
Yeah. Because have you heard that the daughters are actually not their daughters?
Oh, I have heard something like that.
That they're
yeah.
actually they're like the doctors. One of the doctors that they have,
Mm.
it's actually their kids because a man and a man can't have kids, right? So Obama
Yeah.
and Michael, they can't have kids. So
Yeah.
they're saying that maybe the chef knew that, and come on, if they're trying to keep that a secret, they would probably do anything they can to like silence this guy,
That
right?
makes sense.
And yeah, that knowing that maybe his wife is actually a man, and then the two daughters are not actually their kids because there's pictures of the other supposed parents that look like
The kids.
the kids, bro.
Damn,
They look just like them,
that's crazy.
and I think that
But people are saying too, that if this was Trump, like this shit would be all over the news.
for sure.
If this was Trump, it'd be all
100%.
over all
Yeah,
over mainstream
Yeah, I mean,
media.
try and make him
and-
out like
yeah.
look like a villain.
And just because it's Obama, it's not fucking anything.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And it kind of got swept under the rug too because I think his birthday was like the next day or two, so everyone was out saying happy birthday, Obama.
like
and-
after the guy died.
yeah.
Oh shit.
So it's crazy, bro.
Mhm.
And it is like weird situation. It seems
Mhm.
sus as fuck. But yeah, I don't know.
And the Clintons, I did hear that a lot of their securities actually do end up dying.
Yeah,
I have
like
heard that.
randomly and shit.
Yeah, like different scenarios and shit. But
The fuck?
I do hear that they've had a bunch of securities that end up just dying, like by accident on a plane or like some crazy shit. So
I mean, I can imagine like working
wouldn't
for
doubt
them.
it. Yeah, I
working
wouldn't
for
doubt
them,
it.
bro. You probably see some crazy shit,
of course, yeah.
and you gotta like keep your mouth shut. You never know. Maybe this guy, the chef, was probably trying to like quit or retire, and they're like, "Oh,
you
this
know
is your
too
time
much.
to go,
you
then,
know
bro."
too much, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't want to work for them, bro. I'd be like, fuck that
Fuck
shit.
that, bro.
You
No,
know?
I would never want to work.
Yeah, not
for
even with,
none of
like
them.
for any president, bro. Not even Donald Trump, bro. Like
I'd work for Donald Trump.
well,
bro.
you see something that you don't want, like that you can't see,
That's true.
He's like, you're going You know, like, it's like it's over. But
I'd give him like massages.
massage his fucking bald head or scalp under his fake hair.
Nah, but I don't know. It's weird. And then also too, people are skeptic. Well, because I don't know if you know this, but fuck, I forgot if it's President Reagan or President Roosevelt, but they also came out exposing that they have like some sort of plan to pretty much show in the skies that there's some type of extraterrestrial like enemies or some shit like UFOs or aliens for people to come together as one. And people are saying that that's what
they're doing now.
Yeah,
right?
with the Blue Beam Project.
Yeah.
People are saying that that's what they're doing right now, and
that makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah,
and they talked about it back then too. You're saying?
Yeah, like him, he was exposing that they had a plan like that, and it's coming out. Like it seems like it's coming out now because
yeah, I think so.
How much shit they're announcing.
I've never seen so much fucking UFO footage ever in my life, bro.
Exactly.
Never in my fucking life.
Exactly, bro. It's crazy, and I'm just like.
And so much clear footage now, all of a sudden, right? Like that shit looks like. But even though it looks clear, it still looks fake. You get me? Like,
yeah,
it still looks like it's fucking photoshopped onto there.
Yeah,
and I see, it's.
And people tell me all the time, like, you don't believe it? Like, no, bro. Like, they're gonna show you what they want to show you.
Especially if the government is pushing that shit, bro,
Yeah.
and they start saying like, oh yeah, aliens do exist. Here's the proof, this and that, and it's like, that makes me even more skeptical. It's like, wow, okay, why is the government never, it's funny, bro. People trust the government, but the government doesn't have your best interest in mind.
anything,
Like they really don't, man. And if you think that they're trying to just give you some information for your own good,
Exactly.
nah, that's bullshit.
It is
They're
bullshit.
always giving you information that's gonna benefit them. Always, bro.
Yeah.
They're never gonna pick the people over them.
Facts.
And another thing, UFO, unidentified flying object, or UAP, which they call it now.
Yeah.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon.
Yeah.
Same shit. That shit's such a vague concept because somebody in their house, in their basement, in their garage, whatever, they can build some sort of flying object and they could be flying that shit around, and then the government gets it. That's a UAP or UFO. They don't know what it is.
Exactly.
So to me, it's like I don't believe that shit because they say, okay, UFOs exist. Of course they do. Of course they do. Yeah. If it's unidentified, then it's a UFO. So I'm like, of course. Even when the China balloon was flying around, that shit was like a UFO for a bit until they found out what it was. So
Exactly.
it's only a UFO until it's identified. Once it's identified, then it's not a UFO no more.
Yeah.
So that shit, like I can't believe it, until I fucking probably see it on my own
eyes,
then
exactly.
then I guess so. But even then, now that like it's almost like they're trying to make you not even want to believe your own eyes anymore. You get me?
I think it's a distraction, bro.
I think so too.
Because I feel like it's a distraction for something else.
But
I'm
what
not
is
sure.
it?
I'm
But
not
what
sure
is
yet.
it,
Exactly. We're gonna see, and then it's always like, what's the catch? Let's see what they're gonna come up with. There's just no like reason for them to just fucking come out with this shit
Exactly.
like out of nowhere, just for the fuck of it. Like exactly like you're saying, just for our good. I don't believe that shit. Bro.
I don't believe that shit either.
It's just I don't know, man.
And I guess we just got to pay attention to see like what's going on actually around the world while this is happening.
Yeah, facts.
Let's see the Russia versus Ukraine shit. Maybe something's gonna happen over there that is gonna be like buried under the rug. Or China. You see what's going on over there, or some shit here in the U.S. But I do think it's a distraction because UFOs are interesting to like try and see what's going on, so that would catch a lot of people's attention, and then you're distracted by something else.
Yeah,
that's actually more important. That's actually real. But some crazy shit, bro. some crazy fucking shit. But
and it's just like all the people that like watch the mainstream, they believe all this shit, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They believe everything they see. Like it's like fuck, man. Like stop believing everything you fucking see.
Agree, bro. I agree. Like let's get some real footage. Let's get some real. And now like I can't even believe the shit that they show us, man. Like that's what's more annoying. I can't believe the shit that they're showing us anyways. So how am I gonna even believe that's why I feel like too. People are not even. Nobody was even like. They said, or like they kind of said that like aliens exist. Kind of. You know, I think it's a little bit more vague than them just saying that they exist. But nobody even gives a fuck. Like really,
Yeah,
like
no one
nobody's
really
like
does
flipping out. And if anything, they're just making me. Now it's like a meme. You know, a meme culture. You know, they just
Yeah,
make
it
memes
is.
about everything,
Yeah.
and nobody even gives a shit.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody's even gonna like freak out really.
That's
you
what
know?
I'm saying. Like, what's the purpose of this? Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not how would we prepare for it anyway? Like, just because they're announcing it, like, what are we?
Give me
gonna
my
do?
ray gun, bro. Like,
Like, what the fuck are we gonna do? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I want to see like what's the actual purpose of
Yeah,
them doing this. But yeah, maybe. Nah, I don't know. I don't
say
know.
it, bro. Say it.
It's
Say
fucking
it, bro.
stupid.
Fuck it. Who gives a fuck?
Maybe this is a way to try to keep us inside or some shit.
I mean, you know what? That's what actually, it's not even that stupid, bro. Because I believe it. I think
They're gonna be like, stay inside. They're
they're
outside.
saying
Right
the
now.
aliens are outside. Yeah, I believe it, bro. Because
I'll be
actually,
like, fuck that. I've been waiting to see it.
Exactly, bro. I'm
I'm
like-
going outside right
I
now.
fucking yeah, I'm running out there, bro. I'm fucking running out there, be like, hey,
For
you know?
real. Like, save me. Get me off this fucking planet.
Hey, take me to Mars finally, you know, take me to another universe. But no, I actually do believe that shit because
Hey,
I
you
think
never
it,
know, bro.
I think it is possible. I think
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, come on, bro. Like, you know, fucking the pandemic didn't work, so maybe now they're saying like it's time for the aliens, you know, like time for the alien
I don't
invasion.
understand it, bro.
But like I said, bro, I seen so many so much UFO footage like ever in my life in this last like 4 weeks, and I've ever seen in my whole entire life ever. So I'm like, you know, that shit's doesn't make sense.
I haven't seen anything that's made me feel like, what the fuck?
No, me neither. But I just see it every fucking like I'm just
Yeah.
scrolling on TikTok.
Especially like that one footage with the Navy or something that came out, and it's like the thermal like type of vision. You know, it's black. Or it's like gray.
Oh
and
yeah,
black.
yeah.
That's easy as fuck to fake.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy
for
as
sure.
fuck to fake.
For
That's
sure.
not real footage. You know.
Yeah.
Basically, you know, that it doesn't look that could be made in a game. You know,
Oh, bro.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
AC-130 type.
let me see real footage. You know.
That's why I like let me see it. You
Yeah.
know? And even then, bro, I'm like, fucking the government made that shit and somebody's flying it around.
Yeah, for real.
Unless I see it fucking just zooming around like you
like,
know, like
weird as fuck.
yeah. And but then it doesn't make sense either because like all this footage is all in the US. Do the aliens only speak English
That's
or something?
what
Like they can't
I know that's a
they
good
can't
point.
go to South America, you know,
Yeah.
they can't fucking go to like all these other countries.
Yeah, that makes zero
And
sense.
it's like, where's all the other
I think
footage?
we're all the
you know?
stupid ones.
Yeah, bro,
Everyone's
for real.
dumb as fucking.
I believe that, you know, like we're
In
all
the
just
US.
we're all just falling for that shit.
Yeah.
Or they just like, they just think that they can take over the US, which they probably can't, bro. Fucking, all this bullshit that's
And
going
of
on.
course, like that one picture where they hovered over the White House.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that shit.
Like,
bro.
why the White House?
It's because they know the president lives there. Like,
Like, come on, bro.
yeah, that shit's fucking insane. That's what's crazy. Like, I don't even know what to believe no more.
I don't know, man.
Wow.
It's like too, you know, people believe in aliens and shit, but if we believe in some type of other conspiracies, it makes us dumb as fuck.
Well, that's what's fucking hilarious, right? And
Yeah.
that's what like was one of the points last week that, you know, I think the people that don't believe in any conspiracies nowadays, though, you are the crazy one. Like you fucking just believe everything they tell you. You're the crazy one, man.
Because
like,
this is the thing too, like, well, most conspiracies you can actually show some type of proof.
exactly, I agree with that.
Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know, for some reason, like aliens for me is like kind of in the same category as Bigfoot.
Hmm.
We never fucking see it, but you
Yeah.
always see some fake ass footage.
Yeah, true. I agree with that. You know, and even Bigfoot, like, I don't know.
That's just funny how there's still people out there that believe in that.
Yeah, like say Bigfoot, like say Bigfoot did exist at one point. There's no way that fucking person exists now because then you would have footage, like
Yeah.
legit footage, and you would have captured that motherfucker like a long time ago. You know,
He's
and-
probably he's like stupid as fuck. He lives in the forest, bro.
Supposedly he stinks. No, like he fucking smells like shit. So you
That
do
shit
with a
was
smell.
funny how Full Send when they did that prank, the Bigfoot experts. You never seen
I
it?
kind of remember something like
Oh,
that. It sounds
man.
familiar.
That shit is funny as fuck. They get like Bigfoot experts and they take their class and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go out here." They always lie, you know. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna go out here. This is where I seen a Sasquatch before," but they prank them because they go and put like they make someone be in a costume, and then the Bigfoot expert's like, what the fuck?
Oh, he's all like freaking out.
He's
Oh,
like, this shit is. I thought this shit was fake all along. I'm doing this to get money, bro.
He's
And
like,
then-
it actually fucking turns out to be real.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That shit is funny as fuck. You need to see that shit.
I do need to watch that. That shit's
Oh
so
my
interesting.
god, that shit is so funny. And then like it ends up being stupid at the end. Like the Sasquatch ends up like fucking Salim or some shit.
What the? He gets raped by Bigfoot, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That shit is funny, bro.
Oh shit.
man.
I don't think I've seen that. It sounds kind of familiar, but I don't think I've seen that.
That shit's
shit.
funny as fuck.
Shit does sound funny. Let me. I got
You gotta piss? Fuck.
again, bro. Always. It's always this fucking
Oh, we're back taking a piss.
piss break. You know, it always happens.
So I mean, I want to get into. We could get into like one last topic before we end it. I want to ask you because you know there's a lot of games coming out this year,
Right?
like soon.
Yeah.
I
Some
want to
good-ass
ask you
games.
like, what was your favorite COD?
Favorite Call of Duty? Think it'll be the one and only, bro. I think that's probably most people's, depending on what time.
Black Ops 2?
What? Well, Black Ops 2 is a fucking great game, bro. It's a great game. You know, that would probably be number 2. But number 1, I would say, just based off nostalgia too, and this depending on when you actually started playing Call of Duty online.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2 for me, bro.
Modern Warfare
Warfare
2
2 is just like that shit. Maybe because I had the most fun in that game, and that was back when I was fucking no life in
Yeah.
games. Back in high school, when was this? Back in like fucking what 2000 what 2009 10
Something like that, bro.
or yeah, around there.
It's crazy how
Um,
fucking long ago it was.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and back in the days, bro, I was a fucking
You were
beast
good?
in Call of Duty, man. I was like, I was the QSK,
QSK.
the quick scoping
The
king,
queers.
bro. No, the quick scoping king, bro. I was the fucking goat at quick
Yeah.
scoping, man. I remember, back in the days, in my high school, because like that's what I'm saying. I think that was like the peak where a lot of people really used to play, and then people started falling off. Back in high school, like everybody would play Modern Warfare 2. So
Modern
even with
Warfare
like
2.
I'd play with all my fucking friends back in high school, and we'd all be playing that shit. And they all knew me as the fucking sniper, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Like literally, they all knew me as the
Fuck.
sniper. I was that guy. I was
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
And I remember back in high school, they used to tell me like, you should play this guy because this guy says he's good at quickscoping. Like, you should face him because I would beat everybody that I
Yeah.
know. And then I'd be like, all right, that's cool. Like, let me face him. And then I'm like, I'll beat him though. I know
Yeah.
I'll beat him. And then I would fucking destroy him, bro. I would destroy him. And this happened multiple times.
I've
And-
always had that too.
Yeah,
Where
bro.
like fucking like it's like people come up to you and they're always like, man, I'm fucking good as fuck, and like, oh, okay.
You're like, what does that mean to you, bro?
I'm just
'Cause-
like, all right. Like, I already know, like, you're one of those guys that think you're good as fuck until
Yeah.
like you play someone that's
until you
actually
meet
good.
me.
For
Like,
real. And then like they'll be like, yeah, like let's 1v1 and all this shit. I'm like, if you want, bro, like. And then like all my homies will be spectating that shit, and then I'm just like, fuck, this is gonna be embarrassing for this.
that was a fun time
That
when
shit's
everybody was
fun,
just
though.
spectating that shit.
shit's fun.
Yeah, that shit was sick.
Hell yeah.
I remember one time because I wouldn't always just quickscope, right? I would I was good at with just regular guns too.
Yeah.
So some people didn't quickscope and they'd be like, all right, let's just go like 1-on-1 with guns, right? And I remember there was this one time. I think actually this wasn't even Modern Warfare 2. This was probably Black Ops 1. And I had faced some guy who like he had long hair, right? And we were doing a bet because back then, like, I mean, I had the same haircut, but I wouldn't like cut it short. I would actually just kind of let it grow, and then I just
Damn.
fucking like I just let that shit look bummy as fuck.
Yeah.
So we had bet that he had long hair, so we had bet that he had to curl his hair if I beat him.
Oh shit.
And then since I never used to like do anything with my hair back in high school, I said like, all right, then if I lose, then I would have to like spike it up or like do
Oh,
something
yeah.
crazy with that shit. And we played each other, and I destroyed him, bro. I beat him. I fucking destroyed
Yeah.
him. And this fucking guy, bro, like it pissed me off because I said he had to curl his hair, and what he did is since he had long hair, he took like a strand from the very back,
And he just curled.
and he
that.
just curled that one
the
shit, and he
fuck?
hit it under all his hair.
Oh,
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like that doesn't count, bro.
Wow.
You know. But you know, you could still kind of see it a little bit. So I was like, yeah, I would literally beat everybody in
feel
my
you.
school, you know. So if anybody from high school is seeing this shit, they know, they understand it. There was only one guy, and this guy probably knows exactly who he is. Only one guy that was able to actually beat me, but
Oh,
I would
shit.
beat him too. So it was like we were both good. And back in Modern Warfare 3, me and him would play, and we would get Moabs like every single game. Like
Damn.
literally every single game.
That's
it was
dope.
either him or me or him or me. Like we just go back and forth. And those were the peak days. Modern
That's
Warfare
fucking
2,
dope.
Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3. Best times ever.
That shit makes me want to fucking play
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah, for
Fuck,
sure.
man. Yeah, I mean, for
Best
me,
times.
I think the best times, obviously when you're a little kid, for sure, because that's all you do, you know, you just fucking play all day.
I would no life the fuck
Yeah.
out of that game.
But I think the best times for me was when I was actually like trying to play for like money and shit like that. Fuck.
Yeah, true.
Fuck, because I'll say it was one of my friends, like he told me like, oh, do you know what UMG is? So pretty much it's like where you play tournaments and shit online and wager. And I was like, nah, I don't know what that is. And then I played my first ever like match, got fucking fucked up so bad, and like
Yeah.
my heart was pounding, bro. Like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
scared I was. And then I'm like, fuck. And then that's when I got into that world where like I realized that there's so many other people that are on another level, and I'm like, fuck. Like that's just nothing compared to the people I would play in school. So I would just be like,
And in pubs, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, in pubs for sure. And then pretty much that's when I found out that those people, you know, they warm up in pubs. Like, like I'll warm up in pubs and while we wait for a match. And yeah, I think those are my favorite times was when I feel like if I was still like a little younger, I would probably still be like that, like fucking playing all day, bro.
For sure.
But like now, I feel like I don't have that much time.
It's the time, and it's the time,
And also
and it's
too,
the
like,
interest.
yeah, and also too, like if I was able to do that, like for a living, I think I would fucking do it.
Oh yeah,
Like
for
if
sure.
I was able to stream and
For
like
sure.
people would watch me and shit, like I think I would still be fucking playing.
I would still probably go back. Like if I was able to do something like that, I would.
Yeah.
I would get into it even more. You
Yeah,
know.
because if like I always tell people, like if I hop on right now, like I'll still be good as fuck. Like because of how many hours I put in college.
Right,
like,
exactly. I mean, we
so-
played a few weeks
Yeah.
ago, and we were both on
yeah,
top.
yeah.
You know,
so like I know how like it's like pretty much that muscle memory that I have.
yeah, just fucking.
And it's like natural and
Mhm.
but man, that shit I do miss like the old days. And fuck, if they were to remaster like BO2 or Modern Warfare 2, like I'd be happy, bro.
Well, BO2 you can play it no on Xbox 360 or
Yeah,
something like that. That's
well,
fucking.
right now a
lucky
lot
ass
of people
motherfuckers, that
a lot
shit-
of people are playing right now, bro.
Yeah, that shit's dope.
And there's like over 100K people on
That's
it.
just wild.
That's
bro.
crazy.
With no hackers, right?
No
like no hackers.
hackers.
See that shit. I would love
I
to
think
get
that's
like.
what ruined it for a while.
Oh yeah,
the hackers.
Yeah, and I loved back in Black Ops 2, I wouldn't even play like original. I guess like just regular pubs. Always league play. Always,
League play, man.
I fucking love that shit.
Shit
'Cause
was dope.
I didn't like the non-competitiveness of the gaming. You know, I would
Yeah.
love the competitive rank play or
Yeah, yeah.
like the ranking and shit
Yeah.
and all that. I love that shit. You know, that's,
BO2 I think had the best rank play.
yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah, hell yeah. That for sure. I would play that shit all fucking
Yeah.
day. You know, that shit was the best. You had your squad that, you know, they all took it serious. You know, they all
Yeah.
understood what they had to do in the hard point, knew
Yeah.
exactly how to rotate,
Man,
search
that
and
shit was so
destroy.
fun.
That shit was those were the best times in Call of Duty, man.
Yeah.
And even back in Modern Warfare 2, bro, like I did want to become not even a stream. I don't even think streaming was really a thing back then, but
Like
a
make
YouTuber,
videos.
make
Yeah.
videos back then, bro. I used to have like, I would just sit at the edge of my bed, and my TV was in front of me. I used to stack a bunch of books and put a
Damn.
camera right there
That's
and
crazy.
record my gameplay. I can't find the fucking my YouTube channel anymore.
That sucks.
But I used to have like I don't know, maybe like 3 videos of me like sniping and fucking
Damn.
going crazy on the sniper, and that shit was fun as fuck, man. So
Yeah.
like if I was able to do it back then, if I would have taken it serious too, I think for sure I would have
Yeah.
been doing something with like gaming or something.
I've always wished that too, like that I
Right.
had something to do with the gaming side.
Right.
But I mean, fuck, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know, man.
same.
That shit's fun. Like, it's not the same anymore, obviously.
Nah,
but
it's
if they
not.
were to bring like a COD back, because I seen they show like a picture of Modern Warfare, the new one they're making, and it's kind of like getting me hyped a little bit, but I don't know, we'll see.
Mm.
I think the game I put the most hours in was Black Ops 4.
Black Ops 4?
Yeah, I think I put over 1,000 hours in it.
Black Ops 4?
Bro,
Was that the
1,000 hours. Like
That's
if I
fucking
go on
insane.
my PlayStation account, it says that.
What the fuck? That's not the one with the MAA one, right? Or is that Black Ops
That's
3?
BO3.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one
okay.
was dope
BO3
too.
was fucking badass.
Even the league play in that one was good.
Yeah. That shit was
like,
sick.
You ban attachments and shit.
Yep. That shit was badass. I
want
like.
to play now, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
See, because the guns were fucking sick,
Yeah.
man. I think even BO2, the MSMC, bro, was fuck. What was
The
that?
M8
Yeah.
and BO3 was like satisfying because it would be like.
Yeah.
Like,
That shit was fuck.
fuck.
I used to love that gun, bro.
Yeah.
Love that gun.
And then Modern Warfare 2, like the UMP was satisfying.
100%.
The intervention.
The MP5 too. I used to use it. I remember. I like the nostalgia for me is even like learning how to even play the game, because I remember when I first started playing online.
You were dog shit.
I was dog shit, bro. I remember the first time I ever played Modern Warfare 2 online. I didn't even have it myself. I went to like a friend's house and I played it at their house, and I went 0-22, bro.
Holy fuck.
0-22 on a team deathmatch or something. And I remember it, and it was a underpass. You remember that map?
It sounds familiar.
It's like the dark, it's kind of dark. It's raining.
Oh yeah.
And you can go like on some roofs and shit.
I think so.
So yeah, it was I still remember this exact first game ever.
Damn.
Underpass. I went like 0-22, and then once I got it, bro, I started playing and shit. And I remember one of my friends, and this was back in middle school. I think at the end of middle school, he taught me how to rush and search and destroy, and that's where I fell in love with rushing. He's like, "Oh, use Marathon, use Marathon Pro, use Ninja Pro, use a Stopping Power Pro, use the UMP45 silencer," and then I started like following him in his routes, and that's how I learned how to start rushing.
Damn.
And then I hate camping, bro. It's so boring to me.
Of course, yeah.
So fucking, but people love it.
Yeah.
Some people love it, and that's where I learned just how to rush and play aggressive. And ever since then, like that's what I liked about it. Just even learning how to do that shit.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about playing new Call of Duties, is learning the map, learning the routes, learning the guns. But nowadays it's just not the same. You don't get as invested as before.
Yeah.
I'm like, even now I suck at the new Call of Duties, and I'm like, I don't even care to even get better at it.
No.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I still have fun sometimes when I play with my homies, because like, especially with the homies, I think they make it like, that's what makes it fun. Like the game could be fucking ass, but
Exactly.
like you're just talking, chilling, and shit like that. But man, I hope the new COD just fucking does something, bro. Like I just want to chill and like play a good COD again.
Right.
And yeah, man, that would be crazy if they were to remaster like BO2.
For sure.
Any of the OG games, I'm
I
fucking
think
down
so.
with it, bro. Like just give me that nostalgia, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Modern Warfare, I think, for me, that's my favorite.
That was
one.
so stupid how they just remastered the campaign. Like they didn't remaster the online.
No, I'm saying Modern Warfare, the
the
2019 one.
Yeah,
That's my favorite one out of all these 4 years and shit.
that one was pretty good.
That's the one we played recently,
Yeah.
right? So that's my favorite.
That shit's pretty fun.
I think it's the best.
That's just
Compared
pretty
to all
fun.
these. I don't like Cold War.
Cold War was ass. Vanguard.
Yeah, I don't like
Cold War,
none of those.
Vanguard.
And I don't like Warzone, bro. I just don't like.
No,
I
I
fucking
used to
hate
like
battle
it.
royales. I fucking hate. I suck at them. I think.
you didn't like Fortnite when it first
maybe
came
when
out?
it first came out, it was cool.
That
It was
shit was
fun.
fun,
It
bro.
was fun learning the game. But then like once it came with all the building shit, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking get good at the building. I was shit at building, so. I didn't want to shoot somebody. Then they build the White House, and then I can't fucking even kill them.
Yeah,
I'm like, fuck that.
that's
that shit's
what
annoying.
I think that's what killed the CODs too, is battle royale, like the Warzone and all that.
But that's kind of what's keeping them alive, though.
Like I'm saying, they killed like S&D.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're more focused on like Warzone and shit.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
And it's like fuck, man. But I still have fun sometimes with the S&D and shit. That's just still fun to me because that's like the main game mode.
S&D is the
fucking love.
best. That's all I like to play.
But I'm not gonna lie, when I was like trying to compete and all that shit, like doing hardpoint.
No, hardpoint, yeah.
Fuck, man, you're just calling out shit like
Yeah.
the whole game and shit. Like that shit was fun, especially in person, like at the events.
Oh,
Man, that shit was
you went to one, no?
Yeah, I went to like 2 or 3.
Oh shit.
I did pretty shit, but fuck,
The
because that's when I
experience.
was like shitty, like
Uh-huh.
I wasn't good yet. But yeah, man, that shit's fun as fuck.
That's when you were Darkness Falls or what?
Nah, fuck, forgot about that name, bro.
I remember everything.
That's crazy.
That's when you were fucking ass, bro.
I was fucking dog shit.
Yeah,
I had like a .50 KD and shit.
You still have it now, bro.
Fuck no.
No, I have that shit now. But yeah,
That
those were fun times, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Just real quick, before after this once this pod comes out, this fight's gonna be over. But Jake Paul and Nate Diaz is tonight, right now at this moment. Like it's gonna be here in a few hours. So final predictions. What's going on?
I got
Who do you think is gonna win, and who do you want to win? If they're the same people, then they're the same people. But
I want Jake to win, and I think he's gonna win. No, I'm just kidding.
what the?
It's like,
Oh, bro.
This guy stinks.
nah,
Get him
fuck,
out,
man. I don't want to see this fight. Not gonna lie, though, like I wasn't like how you said, like not really interested. But now from the face-offs,
Yeah, I'm
you
actually,
can't lie, bro.
I'm
That
actually,
shit got
real,
you
I'm
interested.
actually real interested in this
Yeah.
shit. I want to see.
We'll
Fuck,
see,
bro.
but I mean, to answer your question, I want Nate Diaz to win. Obviously, I don't want him to get mean, bro. It's the biggest fucking. It just seems like he's not. I mean, he always seems like that though. Like he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know he always says though, like, of course I know I could get knocked out. Like he's strong and shit like that. So he knows what he's getting into. Like he's not underestimating. But I just feel like Jake's gonna be more technical in the boxing like spectrum. But
Yeah.
fuck, I don't know, man. I
You
don't
think
know.
it ends in a knockout?
It might, bro.
Yeah. It's 10 rounds, right?
I feel like Jake might knock out Nate. I don't think Nate has maybe he has the power to knock out Jake.
You
but
see, that's the thing, though.
the only time I seen him like date someone was like Leon
Fucking
Edwards,
Leon, bro, and he was
Yeah.
knocked the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
But they have small gloves, you
Yeah.
know? And that's a little bit different. But yeah, man. Jake just fucking annoys the shit out of me, bro. Especially his stupid fucking friend, Derek from Better Media. Fuck that
Come
guy
fight me,
too,
bro.
Yeah, let's fight, bro. I seen you already spar, bro. Like,
Yeah.
even when I first started like training, I didn't look that shit. You know, like fuck. You know, he threw like an uppercut from down from the ground, bro.
Looks like he
pulled it
was
from-
bowling and shit.
Yeah, for real. He's like, exactly. I'm like, okay, so this guy is trash.
Yeah.
And talks a lot of shit.
He's just
And I-
disrespectful. As
no,
fuck,
but I
bro.
know Jake puts him up to it.
Of
I know
course.
for a fact. Yeah, he puts
course.
him up to
Yeah.
it. And yeah, I think Jake is gonna win, bro. I really do think he's gonna win, but I fucking hope that Nate wins. I hope he wins,
too.
bro. Cause man,
Because boxing goes a lot off points. And
Yeah.
Nate gets hit a lot and shit like that. So I don't know. I feel like
he
Jake's
gets hit a lot, but if Jake gets tired, bro, like that's the only that's like the cliche type of shit to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
what Nate did. Like if the other opponent gets tired, then Nate's gonna take over. You know,
Yeah.
like they say Nate never loses. He just runs out of time.
Yeah, runs out of time.
you know,
Exactly.
so he did the same shit with Connor, bro. Like Connor got tired and he fucking lost, and
Yep.
nobody would have ever expected Connor to lose to him. So if
Yeah.
Jake gets tired, and I think Jake's best rounds are like the first 5-6 rounds. You know, so he
Yeah.
has half of, I'll say the first 5 rounds, he has like half of the fight to.
I feel like he's
Put
gonna
him
do
out.
the same shit, like keep going for the body and shit like that. You know how he did? He always does that.
Mhm.
I feel like he's gonna like do that again, like go for the body, and then maybe try to make Nate like drop his hands, you know. And
Right.
fuck, I don't know, bro. I feel like it might end by a KO.
Because Jake, regardless if I hate that motherfucker, he has a good ass right hand, bro.
Yeah, he has
Like,
power.
he has power no matter
Because
what.
wrestlers, bro, they were wrestlers.
True.
So wrestlers got that power.
He got like strong legs to
Yeah.
like fucking, and he has fucking power. So if he connects, could be lights out.
Fuck.
I just don't want to see Nate get. But I'm watching that fucking fight.
You're watching.
Am I paying for it?
Fuck no.
Yes. But I'm watching it, bro. That's for
If
sure.
you guys are listening to audio, there was quotations on that. Yes.
Yeah. Of course we're paying for it, bro. You kidding me? We're gonna pay for it. All $60 of it or whatever it costs.
It was corny though, like the press conference in a way.
I didn't even watch it, bro.
It was
I
like
didn't watch
pretty
it.
corny.
I didn't watch it because I did see some clips, but I was like, it's not. Doesn't really interest me. I just seen like some of the I guess the main clips.
That'd be dope though if Nate fucking actually wins though.
That'd be fucking awesome, bro. That'd be
Man.
awesome.
If he
Which he
actually
can, man.
like he could.
He could take it to this. I think the only way he'll win is to decision.
Yeah.
If I was him though, I'd just fucking do some jujitsu and choke his ass out, bro. Like,
But I don't give a fuck
yeah,
about
I'd be
this
like, who
shit.
gives a shit? DQ
Yeah.
me, I still win. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
It's gonna see weird to see Nate in a boxing ring.
True, true.
It's gonna be weird as fuck.
With his weird, awkward style. And I think
Yeah.
Dustin, who said it? I think it was Dustin that said it. I don't know if you've seen his interview with Ariel, but he said, like, you know, Dustin has good hands. I mean, Nate has good hands, but he has an awkward style. I think that really only works in MMA.
I was saying that last pod.
Were you? Okay, I don't say.
Come on, bro. Took my words out of my mouth.
That was this guy. No. But okay, so yeah, it's true though. Like he has an awkward style that really only works in MMA.
But we'll see. Like Jake's not used to that, so it could also be awkward for him. He could just be to the point where like, what the fuck is going on? You know?
I don't know. Nate's style is kind of fucking.
And
weird.
I just feel like he's too slow.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
he has a good 1-2 though. Like, you know, that boom boom.
Yeah.
That 1-2, and he spams that shit. You know, that's.
I just don't want to see a clinching match like the Tommy Fury one. I feel like they clinched a lot.
Yeah,
they were clinching a lot in that one, and that's gonna be annoying as fuck.
I agree with that
because I feel like Nate needs that space, you know, to just pop off a little bit.
And he has a longer reach.
Yeah,
I would assume. They're the same height.
Maybe.
I don't remember seeing them when they faced off. They kind of look.
Fucking Nate has long ass arms.
He does have long fucking arms, bro. He has like a weird ass build to him, bro. Like skinny fat and just like just weird ass build. He looks like.
So you don't see Nate getting tired like at all?
No.
Not even like later in the rounds, nothing.
Nah, I mean, possibly, but you know. Nah, I don't think so, man. Because this guy does wrestling, like in jiu-jitsu and MMA matches, and he's still pretty good. Yeah. So, but I mean, you know, it depends on how he was training. Really,
you know, he says that he's been training his whole life with boxers, like good as boxers. But I want to see like at least some footage of that shit too, to see what like if he actually like looked good against them. But I don't know, man. We'll see. Let's just hope and pray, MMA fans, that. You know, Nate doesn't get memed. Yeah. Because I'm tired of seeing it.
Because he said he's going back to the UFC once he's done with this.
I'm pretty sure they're going to finish the trilogy, bro.
I think so.
Him and Connor.
They should fucking do that shit.
Who would you... we'll talk about that next. It's too early for that because it's not even announced. But yeah, other than that, we're going to call this episode.
Yes, sir.
It was a good, pretty chill episode today. We hope you guys, you know, enjoyed it. You know, follow us on all our platforms down below.
Every platform, yeah.
Yes, sir. And we're gonna be doing reaction videos, and probably gonna release them like on Monday and Wednesdays. I'll say just to and then comment below. You know, let us know what you guys want us to react to, and if you have any questions, we really want to start answering like your guys' questions on for the podcast. You know, that'd be dope.
And even some hate, you know, because people are talking shit.
Oh yeah, people are talking a lot of shit on TikTok, but it's all good, you know. People are gonna be hating.
We love the hate, we love the love, you know, like
love it,
all of it. So
if you're
everything
hating,
is welcome.
Yes, sir.
If you're hating, you're watching. You know,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
So fuck it.
I love it. Other than that, you know, we're out. Peace.
Peace.
Hello.